What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Witty from WitteArtistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button below to become part of my family. I wanted to do something completely original, kind of creepy, kind of cute, and I love ice cream, and it's summertime, so this happened. Let's begin. If you like me and like what I do here, it would mean the world to me if you became a sponsor on my Patreon page. Alright, I did a bunch of brainstorming with a friend, just trying to figure out what new illusions I could do, and I thought it would be really cool to start doing skeletons, like food-based skeletons. I was washing my brushes in my kitchen and the idea just hit me, and the first one that I was really into doing was a melting ice cream skeleton, perfect for the heat of summer. So I basically just did this freehand the whole time, only followed one reference image just for like the shape of the rib cage and stuff like that, but I am using an off-white cream color that I am mixing as I go, so it does have color variation just to draw out the shape of the skeleton. The skeleton is slightly stylized. I wanted it to be cartoony. I wanted it to be easily recognizable as a skeleton. So I'm painting the vertebra right now and just attaching the rib cage to all the other bits. I was painting my humerus when I realized like it would be really, really awesome if this skeleton was a Neapolitan skeleton. So I decided to change my vision, and I am painting the entire skull part for the strawberry ice cream. And this entire time I was craving ice cream so bad. So I decided to cover my arm bones with brown because I am going to be changing this to the delicious chocolate part of the Neapolitan ice cream. And I am adding some stippling onto the vanilla areas. I wanted it to be vanilla bean, because any of you that are out there that think vanilla ice cream is better than vanilla bean ice cream, you're crazy. I'm sorry, but you're crazy. So I'm adding some more white into the vanilla melty mixture, and I'm creating all the drips. I want the bones to be dripping and melting, but still recognizable enough individually as ribs. This part, basically, I was just adding white ever so slightly more to my creamy mixture and just kept piling more and more drips on top of everything, and it helped create a pretty realistic illusion, in my opinion. Do the same thing with your chocolate ice cream, except obviously brown is the color I'm starting with. I will be kind of just hopping around this ice cream character the entire time, going between the vanilla and the chocolate and the strawberry, just with different layers of a dark version of the color and a light version of the color to create dimension, essentially. But you know how an ice cream or fudge pops melt, it sort of has that milky, lighter color to it? I was trying to capture that for the ice cream on each of the three colors. So now I'm just doing the same thing with a pink. I wanted to use the whiter pink up on my cheekbones just to add an extra little highlight and make my cheekbones pop more. And obviously we ought to have some of that strawberry drip down onto those ribs, so I added that. Add a couple more drippy doos. Make sure you draw in all your drips before you paint everything around it black. It is way easier to paint the color first than it is to try to cover over the black. Black is just too intense of a color, or intense of a hue to do that with. So I am filling in all of the negative space with black just so I blend into the background. This part is the only thing that was really difficult about this makeup look, was getting up close to all those drips without accidentally painting over them, and getting the black to just be a flat black. It does take about 2 layers or 3 layers in some places for the black to actually be solid, so you don't have little patches of skin when you're all done showing through. Outline your little drippies on your face. That is the sound that is playing in my head the entire time I'm painting this. Fill in your nose, and then for the eyes, I sort of wanted the pink to be melting over the eyes. This is when it took sort of a creepy turn. I wanted to have like the pink become like little gel strands that goes over the eyes, and I wanted the eyes to be just, you know, eye sockets. Then with vanilla, I'm going to be creating, not actual vanilla, with white, I'm going to be creating vanilla teeth. Just paint those on where they actually go. I made the decision not to have them drip because then they wouldn't look like teeth anymore. And then I'm using black to create some definition around where the jaw bones are separated and it's, you know, just a vacant hole, but I still wanted the pink to drip down and be all ooey gooey. So I'm doing the same sort of technique that I did on the eyes, but on the mouth. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I did pop in some lenses. Always put them in before you paint your eyes to avoid getting makeup in on your contact lenses. But these are some really nice ones from Pinky Paradise, so thank you so much for sending those to me. But I am outlining those teeth in black, and I am now adding the delicious chocolate sauce. Because come on, I'm a Sunday Neapolitan ice cream. I gotta at least have chocolate sauce. So with the brown, I am just dripping it down my face essentially, but I also wanted to manually paint on the drips to have it curve with the structure of my skull, and then add some of that syrup to your shoulders and dripping down onto your rib cage. I really like the dripping effect, and I decided I needed some coming out of my mouth. Then with Mehron Cream White, I'm going to be adding highlights to all of the syrup and the ice cream. This is sort of that foamy texture that ice cream has. You know what I'm talking about, like little holes. And so I'm using this cream makeup just to dab on select areas to create that like stipply, airy texture that ice cream has. And especially onto lots of the vanilla in the areas that I want it to be super highlighted. Blend it out as you go where necessary. Do the same to the chocolate parts. And just put the highlight wherever you think it needed it. I mean, I was just messing around and having fun this entire makeup. It was really freeing, honestly, and it was a pretty quick one, excluding outlining everything in black. That did take a while. Adding some more white to my face. And my chin drips. So I am debating on having this be a series. I do have some ideas, but please guys, if you have any ideas for food-based skeletons, comment them below. I want to do them. Now I'm adding whipped cream because no Sunday is complete without whipped cream. I was trying to figure out some way to attach something to my head, but the whipped cream I ended up just painting on, and then painting my hair black to just disappear into the background. A bald cap would definitely make this easier, just so you know. Then I crafted a little cherry out of cotton and I painted it and I glued it onto my forehead using Prozade. And I am so proud of the little cherry. Ah! This was an incredibly fun character. I really want to do some more food ones. The ice cream, yes, it was delicious. And if you were an ice cream skeleton, what flavor would you be? I hope you guys are having a great summer and thank you for sticking to the end of this video. I wanted to take some skeletons and my favorite food and combine it into a summery Halloween-y treat. So I made this thing and I even have a little cherry coming out of my head. I really hope you liked it and I kind of want to make this a series. What other skeleton food people would you like to see? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos. Huge shout out to my wonderful Patreon producers. Without you guys, I couldn't create super cool characters like this. So thank you so much for believing in me. And if any of you guys want to support me on Patreon as well, the link is in the description and up in the corner, one of them, you get all these awesome perks and it really lets me know that you care. I love all of you and thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.